Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another week of story time. I'm Mr. Garrett, and we're going to get started with our weather forecast and get your weather felt pieces ready. So, the forecast for Thursday morning this week is supposed to be partly sunny. So, get your yellow sun, put it up in the blue sky, put our green grass down on the ground, and up in the blue sky, we'll also have some clouds. Yeah, some light puffy clouds covering up the sun a little bit. So have a few things going on in the sky. Some clouds, maybe some blue sky. And we have to check on our tree, right? Yep. So find our tree. It's growing out of the ground. And look outside. Look at the branches near the tree, in the trees near your house, and see if there are any leaves. Because all winter, when the leaves fall down on the fall, we usually don't see any leaves back until spring. So in the middle of winter right now, so you probably see a lot of bare branches. But you might have an evergreen tree. You might have ones with needles on them. So if you do, you can put the leaves up on the tree. And it's very cold, right? The air has been very cold this week, so we had to be really bundled up and warm whenever we go outside. And we had a snowstorm recently, right? And we still have a little bit of snow on the ground. We'll put a little bit of snow here. A lot of it's melted, but there's still see some snow banks and some snow along the street. So look outside the window and near your house and see if our forecast came true, and then you can move the pieces around as the weather changes during the day. All right, now we're going to do our story. All right, so the story for this week is called Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barner. So dinosaur bones. So you have a bunch of bones in a couple different shapes here. Can you tell what dinosaurs these are? See any that you recognize? I think I see a T-Rex here. Yeah, with the little arms. It's one with a really long neck here. This might be a Stegosaurus. Yeah, let's see. So if you've ever been to a science museum, maybe you've seen a dinosaur bone skeleton like this, or fossils at the museum. It's really cool. So this book is all about the dinosaur bones and also the dinosaurs that lived long ago. Special thank you to Chronicle Books for letting us read the book today. All right, ready? Dinosaurs are gone for good. So it says down here they lived 65 million years ago. That's a long time. So we don't have dinosaurs anymore. There aren't any that are living anymore. That means they're extinct. So that's what that word means, extinct. So we don't have any dinosaurs anymore. But maybe dinosaurs once lived in your neighborhood. Whoa. Let's look at all the houses down here. Imagine a huge dinosaur just walking down the street. So think about what your neighborhood looks like and think of what it might have looked like millions of years ago when the dinosaurs were walking around. Wouldn't have been any houses or streets or anything. Probably a lot of forests and fields and a lot of some T-Rexes and Brontosauruses walking around. It says the first dinosaur bones were discovered in England in the 1820s, and they kept finding more and more fossils. And the fossils are bones or footprints from the past. That's how we learn about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs had teeth to bite and jaws to chew. So it says down here the shape of the jaws and the teeth help scientists find out if they were dinosaurs that ate plants or meat. This is a T-Rex that has really sharp teeth, so they can tell it's a meat eater. Oh, yeah, they are. In the flesh. They walked the earth when those bones were new. So it says the T-Rex skull can weigh up to 750 pounds. Wow. Very heavy. That makes sense because they're so big. Their skeletons must be really, really heavy. So there's a little guy back here too. Little baby. I'm sure he was probably pretty heavy too for a baby. They had bones for legs and bones for hips. That's pretty cool, huh? What does that remind you of? I don't know, let's see. Oh, it says dinosaurs were all different shapes. Some were obviously really big, but some were the size of a chicken. Can you imagine that? A little tiny dinosaur just walking around, size of a chicken. Dinosaur bones used on long dinosaur trips. Ooh, look, so a little group of dinosaurs up here. It says a lot of them traveled in packs. So to protect themselves, they would kind of walk around in a group. I'm not sure what this kind is. Is that a Spinosaurus, maybe? I don't know. They're kind of cute, whoever they are. They had bones with discs and bones with points. Ooh, do you recognize this one? This is one of my favorites. Stegosaurus. Yeah, it's like little spikes on top. So what is this one of the a really huge dinosaur, but it eats meat. Eats plants, so it has to eat a lot of plants to stay nice, and big, and healthy like this. Kind of like think of some of the biggest animals that we have on the planet, like elephants. And they eat plants too. That's really interesting. Bones for running with sockets and joints. Ooh, so now we have our Stegosaurus. It says it spent most of its time munching plants. We have a little baby one down here. And the spikes are meant to protect them from if a T-Rex comes along and tries to eat them. Today, only bones are left to show. Ooh, can you tell what this one is? Can you tell from the 3 horns over here? Triceratops, yeah. What is that? Does that remind you of any animals from today that have a horn like that? I think it's kind of like a rhino, maybe. Or if you think of an imaginary animal, a unicorn. Kind of looks like a unicorn. Oh, here it is. But dinosaurs rumbled and creaked long, long ago. So, when you see the dinosaur bones at a museum in town, it says putting together dinosaur bones is almost like a puzzle. That's what scientists have to do, put bones together. Remember, a dinosaur once used them to get around. Wow, you see all different dinosaurs here. So we have it's like a Brachiosaurus there, and we have these little guys here. Any other ones? Ooh, look at way in the corner here, we have a flying one. Do you know what that one's called? Pterodactyl, yeah. Ooh, oh, we have the tiny little Stegosauruses there too. Nice. And in the back, we have some pictures of some of the dinosaurs that we saw. So think about it, if you have a favorite dinosaur, what would it be? So I really like the Stegosaurus, but maybe you have another favorite one. The end. Alright, so if you have your little packet of materials, you can take that out now for little dinosaur pictures. So we'll do a little craft together. If you don't have one of these, you can get a piece of paper and some crayons. And if you do, just grab some crayons and glue, and we'll do a little activity together. Alright, so in your packet this week, you'll see that you have a few different things. We have a big piece of white paper and a bunch of dinosaurs. So we see some of our favorites here, right? We have the T-Rex. It's like the Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus. I'm not sure which one that is. The Triceratops. We have the Stegosaurus. We even have some that are hatching out of eggs, little babies. And we have the pterodactyl. So we have a bunch of examples of dinosaurs, and we can do a couple different things with these pictures. So first, I figured if you want to make a picture, you can use some of these in a little scene and imagine what they would be doing if they were in your neighborhood millions of years ago, before there were houses and trees. Think about what was here. So think about maybe some lakes and some trees and some fields and different things. So I'm gonna have a couple different ones. I'm gonna have a pterodactyl. I'm gonna use one of these guys. And you can use whichever ones you want and make any kind of picture you want. So if you want to follow along and just get some ideas, feel free, but feel free to draw your own thing too. So I'm gonna do pterodactyl, triceratops. I'm gonna do a little T-Rex in the background too. Do one of each. So let's see, maybe I'm gonna start by making like a little field, little grass in the background right here. And then maybe there are some mountains in the background. Like that. Here we go. And maybe there's a little river over here, or a lake. Yeah, do a little lake. Maybe the dinosaurs are coming to get something to drink. Maybe to meet up with their friends. See, and maybe we have a bunch of different trees. So remember our trees that we were looking at on our weather window? The branches? So there were different trees way back when. Way back when there were dinosaurs. But there were trees and plants millions of years ago too. So imagine what it must have looked like. Let's put up some trees here, some grass. Here we go. And I'm just gonna start to put some of my little dinosaurs here. So I'm gonna put the pterodactyl up in the corner here. It's flying in the sky. See, ooh, yeah, we also need the sun, right? Let's see, do I have yellow? Wait, orange. Yeah, because the sun has been there for a very long time. Up in space. It's been around. So I think the same sun that we have up in the sky now, that was the same sun that the dinosaurs had to make them warm. So, the pterodactyl up in the sky, we have... Maybe the Stegosaurus is over here getting a drink at the water. Maybe they're kind of chatting with this guy. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure how many of these dinosaurs actually lived at the very same time. I think I have to read a book about that. But, let's see, we have a Triceratops right up here. There we go. And maybe there's a T-Rex just kind of in the background, just kind of walking around. Maybe we just woke up for a nap. And the Triceratops is trying to avoid the T-Rex probably. Nice, so you just keep adding little details and think about what these dinosaurs might be doing. And then, if you want, flip it over, you can do another activity too. So I'm gonna just tape these to this side, so the left side of the paper. So I'm gonna put this one, I'm gonna put a pterodactyl, and I'm gonna put a T-Rex. So remember in the story, we looked at what they look like with their skin, with their whole bodies, and then we saw what they look like underneath, with just their skeleton. So I figured you could do this kind of the same thing. So on this side, look at what they look like on the outside, and then try to draw what they might look like as a skeleton. So I'm just going to draw the little backbone kind of along here, and then I'm going to draw the little, feet like this, the little hip bones like that, and then the rib cage right here. And this is the shoulder. You know, feet, and then the long neck, and then the skull up here. So that's my attempt at the Brachiosaurus. And actually, these are all little tiny bones that make up the back and the tail. And then maybe the pterodactyl kind of looks like this. Pterodactyl kind of reminds me of a bat, which I think is kind of cool. Maybe there's some like little bones like that. Maybe this has like a little rib cage in the middle there. There we go. And then let's see, this one, T-Rex. So we have the skull, we have the neck bones, we have the rib cage, and the little tiny arms. And then we have the hip bones down here, and the legs and feet. So think about the different parts of the body and what the skeleton might have looked like. And if you want to check to see how close you got, you can look in a book about dinosaur bones and kind of compare your picture with what the skeleton actually looked like. So I hope you enjoyed the activity. So next week we'll be back at the same time, 10:30 on Thursday on our YouTube channel. We'll have a new book and a new activity to do, so you can stop by the library to get a little packet of materials. And stop by and get some books and say hi, and hope to see everyone really soon. Take care, everyone.